Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Underrail Expedition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today because we found John the Beautiful, and I'm not sure why he's here. But he's here, and we're exploring. That is locked. Not a lock-picking lock, but a lock nonetheless. Let's have a chat with John the Beautiful. I'm sure I'm gonna lose track of where I've been and where I haven't. Hey, pal. I knew you'd find me. Yeah, I need some specific information about the Ages Incorporated. Is that the name? That is the name. Here you go. And you give him one hopper. No, actually, that's me saying here you go. And I give him one hopper steak. Cave hopper steak. Okay, pal. By now, you've probably figured out that they're a private security company from North Underrail, yada, yada. So let's skip that. What's more interesting is how the company came to be. Ages Incorporated was founded by two guys. One is a Protectorate veteran, the other a wealthy businessman from this. The first guy, Richard Briggs, is the guy actually running the show. He's one hardcore guy, was involved in the Battle of this 15 years ago, where his arm was blown to pieces, forcing him to spend a few years in recovery. Apparently, even though he got a cybernetic replacement, the nerve damage had been so dominating the docs couldn't just patch him up and let him go. That meant he had a lot of time to observe what was happening around him and think. As I take a sip from my mug of tea, because my throat hurts. The second guy, a businessman called Francis Big Frank White. His job's to provide the money and take his share of the earnings. Not much else. The guy started from the bottom and now owns quite a lot of stuff up north. Appears to be a pretty upstanding citizen as well. Unless he's, I don't know, got teen girls fighting to death in his mansion's dungeon arena or something and no one knows about it, but yeah. Yeah, well now, how did those two start Ages Incorporated? The free drones started it, basically. The free drones, we've heard of... It's been a while since we've heard of the free drones. These are the, They are... So they were the ones that took the train from the... Not Ages Incorporated, from the United Stations. They stole the train. And they basically come off as a caricature of... anarchist activist, basically. It's not really very realistic in that regard, but so they, at least that's my recollection. I don't remember exactly their particular points. I guess we're gonna find out. Briggs saw the need to protect folk from the newly emerging anarchist threat in places where Protectorate couldn't keep them safe, like when they are traveling south and back, or stuff like that. He wasn't fit to fight, Briggs, but he was fit to lead. So he hooked up with Big Frank, pitched the idea, and they started the company. Briggs then contacted his old mates and formed a crew of battle-hardened soldiers who could use extra cash. The rest is history, pal. The rest is history. Aran, tell me what you know about him. Aran, here being the guy that wanted the cube that we don't have. And also was very confused, because I told him I don't have the cube, and then he didn't believe me. And then I told him I didn't have the cube, didn't make any more arguments, and then he believed me. It's just how it goes. My inner being's yearning for bacon and cheese. Yes, here you go. Yeah. What is life without bacon? Or I would say the cheese, but still. The bacon as well, I suppose. This guy came here somewhere around the time the Black Sea expedition boats came back for resupply. Around that time, he approached me and inquired about everything that has been going on in Core City in the past few weeks. And I mean everything, pal. Everything about the expedition. I got so much canned food out of it, I'm good for. Anyway, he's looking for something, and that something's more likely related to the expedition, yeah. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's gotta be the reason he's after you. When your name came up, pal, he got really excited. He nods while pulling a piece of bacon out of the sandwich and eating it with delight. So tell me about the man himself. He's some kind of a man that's not too... some kind of a man that is not too pleased about hauling food for me. But we struck a deal in the end. The man means business and knows business. But he is Hexagonian. That I am not sure what that means. This tea is lovely. That I can bet... Oh, he says, that I can bet my sandwich on. It's the way he dresses, the equipment he's got, the attitude. Hexagonian. Who he's working for, that's a more difficult question. There are plenty of factions in Hexagon. Wait, Hexagon is a place? I don't remember that. Anyway, most pretty low-key. He could be a lone gun as well, a lone sword in his case, but he's well equipped, and the toys he's got don't come cheap. So there. And that's all I got for you. He takes a bite out of the sandwich. Hot damn, pal, this dominates, and the cheese, oh boy. Yep, I changed my mind at the moment. I don't need any more information regarding specific information. I need some general information about Core City, but I asked you about all of those already. And the faceless, isn't this... Looking for acid hunters. Did I ask these? Because I have more things to give, I think. Yeah. Burger. About the acid hunters. My tummy hurts. Need burger. Here you go. Yummy. Anyway, listen to this, pal. I've heard about these acid hunters. Don't know much about them other than they're a group of scavengers who like wielding chemical weapons exclusively, which sort of sets them apart from other schmucks. But only in that regard. Now, I also know that they're currently back in Core City hiding. Why? That I don't know, but they must be holed up somewhere real hardcore, because even I don't know where they are. And I know pretty much everything. I'm John the Beautiful. Anyway, which is unrelated, but that sentence would have made more sense if he was like John the All-Knowing, and even though it is obvious that the All-Knowing would have been a nickname, it still would have made more sense than I'm John the Beautiful, because you being called that doesn't actually have anything to do with you knowing pretty much everything. Anyway, if you want to find them, you're in for some hard work, hardcore work. Okay, well, how about Laura Baker and Terry? They're merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them, perhaps? Oh, the pain. I need an eel sandwich to ease my gastric agony. Absolutely. I'm gonna munch on this like... Oh, sorry. I'm gonna munch on this thing like a stalactite is dangling over my head. Again, it doesn't make sense. Why would you munch on anything when a stalactite was... like... I thought he was gonna say like a stalactite is munched on a or munched on by some monster that eats stalactites or something. But anyway, the merchants are gone. Yes, gone. They were here, husband and wife, been to several stores, did some trading, and then took an Underrail express train out of here. Actually, to be more precise, they wanted to take the train at first, but the earthquake messed their plans up. That's what I'm telling you, pal. The trains had stopped because of a few sections of the track were blocked, so they spent some time around the city in the meantime. And then when the trains became operational again, they left. Do you know where they have gone to? Do I, pal? Do I? Come on, you're underestimating me. A little... Well, I'm not underestimating you, because the way you talked sort of sounded like that was all you knew. Because otherwise you just start with, I know where they are. They went to this place. It doesn't matter if they were blocked here for a little while or not. Anyway, a little flight told me the train was headed to Rail Crossing. But whether your friends made it there or not, that is outside of my jurisdiction. That's all I got for you, pal. He nods a few times in affirmation, looking at you with his eyebrows raised, and then he changes his focus to the eel sandwich, sitting lonely in his hands before biting into it ferociously. The sandwich is not biting into anything ferociously. He looks... that should be commas over there. Sitting lonely in his hands, commas. And that's how you make it so that the sandwich doesn't bite into anything. Once again, he looks at you and nods in affirmation. Well, I guess I'll see you around. There really isn't much to do over here, apart from finding him, finally. So, Rail Crossing. This is a new place, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's not be here... Oh, that's the hardcore bar. We found it. That's good. Whoa. That means... What does that actually mean? Let's remove the autosave on transitions, because these areas are pretty tiny. And it just makes backtracking a lot easier. What does that actually mean? Is it that far away? No. No, it isn't. Came from there, I think. Which means that this connects to a place that I've been to already. Those stairs up lead somewhere, but obviously it's gonna be for a quest. The man raises his hand and signals you to stop. Hey you! This is private property. I suggest you turn around. Who are you? I'll tell you who I'm not. A patient man. Get out of here, you darn dropper. Fine. Interesting. So we came from here? There's a tunneler over there. We did not come from here. We came from here. Okay. Well, I don't know where. Oh, there's a ladder. Maybe it was a ladder. Oh, right. It was the ladder. Right. Although, yeah. It was a ladder because this is the other area. Right. Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting geography. Not geography, but you know. Topography, maybe. Might be a better word. Although it isn't that either. The best word to use. Either way, it does make it a little bit more complicated to navigate. Because if I'm hugging the left wall, which at the moment I am, we're going to the hardcore bar. But also there's a burrower, or a machine over there. So that promises to be pretty interesting. I don't remember... I don't know if I saw that in my first playthrough. So that ladder goes up. We got Jack Quicksilver. Oh, that's the fella that was in the beginning of the game. We have Al over here. I might have mispronounced that before. His name is Al Fabit. Unless it's pronounced differently, obviously. But in English, it reads Al Fabit. Before you stands a man dressed as Junkyard. Large rucksack out of which metal pipes, fishing rods, and gun barrels stick out. Patched pockets full of forks, screwdrivers, and used flares. Stained redhound skin bags dangling from his belt, pulling on it as if they were full of lead-filled bowling balls. All these things combined must weigh twice as much as him, you feel, and it forces you to simply stand in awe at the durability of this man's legs and back. And then he speaks through his mask. Excuse me, ma'am, but how would you like to buy these wonderful animal organs and leather? Or these chrome-plated quad handles? I, a well-known scavenger that goes by the name of Alphabet, have so many unique and exciting trinkets to sell and only need a buyer. Sure. Let's barter. He doesn't buy anything, unfortunately. He does not. He's actually not looking for anything apart from money. Okay, so I like my tea. So that's what I like. He doesn't like it, but I like it. I probably want that just in case. There's because, you know, it's hard to find those things, the lockpicks. But it's all very low quality. All very rubbish. Apart from that human brain, that might be a... Oh, there's a captured cat. Cat in a dog crate. Perverse. Is it? Where the heck did it go? What happened to the cat? It disappeared. Sure. I mean, whatever. Did I free it or something? No, okay, so why do you even carry all that junk with you? It's not that it's not junk if I can sell it. Don't be such a zoner. I loot everything I can, and then I go to a station, sell all of it, and earn some coins. Then go back to pick things up I couldn't carry with me. Then back to selling, yeah, but the stupid merchants won't buy my I mean, loot! You really think you'll earn much by selling animal organs and scrap metal? It adds up, trust me, bullet by bullet, heart by heart, battery by battery, yeah. It just adds up. It takes a while, but that's how I do things. Alphabet notices a screw on the ground and bends over with some effort to pick it up. Well, look at this treasure. Yeah, right. What can you tell me about Core City? Yeah, like if the traders were a bit saner, then I'd say it isn't a bad place to sell loot. Yeah, but as it currently stands, it's, I mean, come on, really? I've got all this fine loot and these derailed people won't buy all of it. I can't buy all 17 assault rifles, I'll take 2. What kind of merchant are you? What's wrong with this, with Underrail? It's painful, you know? But other than that, I don't know. I can't tell you how much, tell you much about the city. I mostly come here for the hardcore city bar and to see the merchants. He lowers his head and begins mumbling to himself about how stupid the merchants are. What can you tell me about the arena? I never went there. I heard, listen to this. I heard they don't allow participants to loot the people they kill. What? Seriously, what? Come on, times are difficult. The man's gotta loot. Why do you carry a human brain with you? Or a cat? Well, that's a cool looking tale. Or, not looking, cool looting tale. I was going through some backwater caves and I found this dead guy. Bald, ugly as a siphoner's ass. A giant rock fell on his head and split it right open. Yeah, you could see the brain. It was exposed and all, but it was in good condition, and after I took his stuff, I decided to grab the brain too. I reckon he won't need it anymore, and perhaps I'll find someone who'll buy it. It stinks a bit, but hell, life stinks in general. It's what I always say, never miss a chance when it presents itself so conveniently. It's a good thing you didn't take his body, because it was also there. Why do you think the Faceless invaded the city? I know this comes out of nowhere, but still. Oh, thanks for reminding me. There's a looting potential there, yeah. I'm just gonna wait for them to kill each other. Then the looting can begin. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, come on, I just want to get rid of all this stuff, says Alphabet as he walks away. And we got Jack Quicksilver, we got a Shortest Missionary, we have a Praetorian Enforcer, and a Praetorian Sniper. Apparently the Sniper is not an Enforcer. And we got the 7th Core City Plans that we are... Oh, he's got a house. Alphabet. Oh, he's going to Heidi. Oh, I remember Heidi. This is an important shop. I don't think I can go back there, though. Let's have a chat with Heidi over here before we talk to Quicksilver, because I think that's our mission. As you move closer to the woman who appears to be in her late 30s or early 40s, you notice she is holding a scalpel in front of her face, studying it with great concentration. She turns it around and observes it from every angle, occasionally touching the blade with her thin fingers and smiling. You wait quietly, but you get no acknowledgement. It appears that this object mesmerizes her so much that she is unaware of you even being there. Well, excuse me, are you a doctor? She snaps out of her focused state and turns to you. Her expression turns neutral, and then she smiles. Soon after, she gives you a response, carried by a rich, high-pitched voice. I can't do either of those things of that voice, so it's gonna be my voice. Why, yes, I am. I have a coat that makes me a doctor, doesn't it? Does it not? And she cackles. My name is Dr. Gratz. Now, allow me to diagnose your illness straight away. That's why you're here, right? Right. Cerebral hemorrhage. Do you have anything to trade? Thanks. I have a lot of things that you might want. 3 chemicals. Oof. These are more expensive. Vitality powder. Do I want to sell these? Honestly, I don't think I do. I mean, these are the real valuable ones. Yeah. What do we want? We have tutors or mentors or whatever. We don't need those. We have, we got the empty syringes up there. We have a lot of crafting components. A focus stim. I want that. I want that for sure. Trade. Thanks. And now I can learn. Oh, didn't mean to mute the game. And I didn't. There it is. I'd like to ask you some questions about the city. Ask away, away, she cackles again. What can you tell me about the drop zone? If you're really bent on going there, you better be careful. The zoners might seem poor, underfed, and weak, and they mostly are. But one never knows what lurks in the drop zone. What about the arena? Oh, interested in the arena, I see. No wonder. So many visitors come to Core City only for the arena. The thirst for blood feeds our economy, it does. Gladiators fight men and beasts for our entertainment, and we throw money for more. For more. Well, I watch it for professional reasons. Gladiators find new ways to injure each other, to entertain the crowd, of course, and that rings true especially for psionics. Psionics, oh yes, they are capable of doing some horrible stuff to their less skilled and arguably less lucky adversaries. I study their techniques in an attempt to develop new ways to treat such injuries, develop and apply. Now, I know that what you might be saying, even though you're not actually saying it, because this is just, it's the series of lines that I can't be interrupted while I'm saying them. What's the point of learning how to treat such injuries when the losers don't survive the matches at all? But remember, psionics are not only present in the arena. Lunatics, they're spreading like a plague, and their derailed minds, dare I say, can come up with unimaginable and awful ways to hurt their victims. Yes, this is why I have to be vigilant. This is the new age of medicine. New age! Well, it's also an economy based on blood sport, and she mentions that 0 times. I mean, she did, well, not in, she critiques that 0 times, what I mean to say. What about the gauntlet? The oligarchs came up with a new sport, runner. Or rather, runners run through dangerous rooms for our entertainment. Sometimes they die, but do you see people cry? They don't cry, they laugh and cheer. Only those that are very skilled can apply to entertain the crowd before they die. I also come up with rhymes when I operate on people. It's fun. Right, of course. What about the oligarchy? No matter what you hear about them, I don't know what you heard about them, but whatever you heard about them, know this one thing. Without them, Core City would have been deserted years ago, with only perhaps gangs remaining. But they're not people, right? They're not people. And also gangs. It's not like people in together in a gang. They are not people. Arena brings in the coin, she says. Core Tech employs great minds, Praetorian security disciplines, and JKK makes sure it all, or actually, that would be make sure it all runs as it should. Yes, with a blood sport. What about Core Tech? More tech, hey, I like that. It describes them perfectly, but why haven't they named themselves like that? Why not? This needs to be investigated, she says. JKK? JKK was founded by Gunnar Edstrom. He is one of the oligarchs. He knows everything. Everything. They broadcast the arena throughout the Underrail to quench the bloodthirst of those who can't see it in person. But there is more to JKK. There is more. Think, she says. What about the Praetorian security? My husband used to be one of the enforcers for them years ago. He was brave, she says. Right. What about Hardcore City Bar? Oh, that's a good question. A good one. Let's think about this together. Decompose the name. Hardcore. It is. Well, city. It isn't a city. Core City. Bar? Bar. So, in conclusion, it's what it is. Hardcore City Bar. That's that. What about the shortists? Scientists, not cultists. Did I say anything about them being cultists? And, you can be both. But in this case, I am inclined to believe they are indeed both. I know a little bit about them. We as a, in this Let's Play, might not know too much, but I finished the game, so I know a few things. That's what I always say, she says. They think not just follow, but they do it in so a hint here at the fact that they do indeed follow, but they also think, which means that they are scientists and cultists at the same time. But they do it in a unique way, she says. I like them, but hey, some people don't. I need to work on that last rhyme. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your rhymes, Heidi. They are weird. I am not capable of not butchering them. Why do you think the Faceless invaded Core City? The Faceless are invading? I'm fooling around. The Faceless, there's more to them than meets the eye. What exactly? I don't know. But do you see me worried about the invasion? Nope. My intuition tells me that the blockade will be gone soon, allowing the arena to be the center of Core City bloodshed once more. What about the Acid Hunters? Who? The Acid Hunters, a band of scavengers? Who? Forget about it. I never heard of them, never Let's actually look into what that particular mission is. So I need to meet Abram in Core City. That is, turns out, not Jack Quicksilver. And the Acid Hunters... is for the Protectorate. This is Gorski as well, to meet here in Core City. That's how we advance on the main quest. Tanner wants you to find out what's happening at Rail Crossing and assist them with their problems. Oh, I need to go back to Tanner. Because I did that already. It has been a while since I did anything in the main quest. So we could go back to Tanner, but we have things to explore here in Core City. So we're not going to do that right now. However, we're not going to do anything right now because we're out of time. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Underrail Expedition. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know why I said it like that, but I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye. And I'm finishing my tea.